I know, chasing that dough, hitting that road, getting that money, man. All I know, loading that foe, kicking down doors, getting that money, man. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it grizzly. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it grizzly.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, will you look at AJ and Dillian Whyte differently if they agree to take step-aside money? There are all types of reports floating around. There are numerous rumors. And there's an article that states that Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte named their price. So this is from the Mirror. And it says, according to a report by the Daily Star, Joshua is demanding 15 million pounds to pass up on his rematch with Usyk, whilst Whyte wants 5 million pounds to allow the undisputed clash. So those are reports coming from the Daily Star, being quoted by the Mirror. Of course, they say this will be difficult to make because AJ is going to want an immediate shot at the winner, and so would Dillian Whyte. But if they do somehow agree to take step-aside money, will that change the way that you view Anthony Joshua or Dillian Whyte? I'm going to turn it over to you, Conspiracy G.
All right. I wouldn't look at AJ any different. However, the 15 million pounds, that's it. I don't know. I feel like he should demand a little bit more, because
that's like 20 million. That's like 20 million US dollars.
Oh, that's like 20. Nah, even still, I feel like he should ask for more, man, because if in a regular fight, how much does he usually generate? Like 40 million or something? And then when you think
30 to 40.
All right, so let's say 35. This Usyk versus Fury fight, right? I'm pretty sure it'll probably generate close to 100 million, around there. So I kind of feel like, come on, AJ, at least ask for a little bit more, you know? So then people, like, let's say your naysayers be like, I can't even get mad at homie, man. He got the bag, you know? I just kind of feel like he should have asked for a little bit more. But nonetheless, I won't look at him. I was just viewing him the same way, because I would probably take the money too if I was AJ. Now, in regards to Dillian Whyte with the 5 million, you're bugging. You was begging for this shot for too long. You would have to, just off of principle alone, he has to say no. I need my fight with Fury right now, ASAP. So I don't know. I would look at Dillian Whyte a little different, you know, because I kind of feel like if he does fight Tyson Fury, he'll make more than 5 million. And how much is 5 million in pounds in the US? Like around 7 million. So, you know, I feel like he'll make more fighting Tyson Fury. Well, hopefully he'll make more. I don't know, with this whole split situation that's happening. So I would definitely look at Dillian Whyte a little funny style, because of all of these months with the Wilder, now with Fury, and then you're willing to step aside after all these complaints. It just, I don't know, man. I don't think it's a good look for Dillian Whyte. But with AJ, he's been on top for so long, you know, like, and you know AJ's gonna get whoever's the winner anyways, you know. And not to mention, I do believe, even let's say Tyson Fury beats Usyk, let's say AJ fights Tyson Fury and beats Tyson Fury, I know, well, I don't know for a fact, but I highly believe AJ will do a Usyk part 2, you know, because he wants to leave with like a clean legacy. So I won't look down on AJ, but I mean, it's expected that his haters will, you know, come at his neck for this.
His haters, $1 bill.
Yeah, G said a lot, and I agree with some of what G was saying. But as you damn if you do, you damn if you don't, right? That's what this situation is, right? Because you could look at it for one point to both guys, you know, easy money. Get to sit home on the couch, get a couple M's, you know, maybe get a little tune up and make a couple little more M's, you know, in between, right? So you look at it at that side. Then you got the diehard warrior spirit kind of people, right? That's going to look at it like what G was saying, how Dillian Whyte been on this crusade to get that green belt, you know? He has had it on the pedestal for so long, you know? He wants nothing but to get that green belt. So he went through all this mess, you know? So it would look funny. And it would look funny on AJ too. because after this embarrassment, well, a lot of people call this an embarrassment, you know, like a lot of people say, oh, you lost to the smaller man and stuff like that, and you're not who we thought you was. You should want to get some get back, you know. So I can see both ways how people would look at it, you know. So you're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't. At the end of the day, these gentlemen, they have to pick. They have to pick, and you know, people are gonna pick sides. Either way, you know, I believe that these guys are gonna fight some way down the line, somehow, some way. But yeah, it's one of those. You're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't.
Can I also add? I forgot this. Let's just say hypothetically, Tyson Fury beats Usyk. Bro, I'm honest, man. I think Tyson Fury will probably retire. Or at the very least, he'll be like, I'll relinquish the belts. I don't need them anymore. I'm already undisputed. And then where does that leave Dillian Whyte? You see what I'm saying? So then he's gonna have to fight a random nobody for the WBC belt, and then we're gonna look at Dillian Whyte like, you had your opportunity to really be a champ. Now you're like, you know, what I mean, I'm not gonna say paper champ, but it's like we're gonna be like,
as long as he got that green belt, Dillian don't care.
Man. TV.
Oh, what is it? Nah, I agree with my co-host. Like, if they were to do this, it would have to be for a substantial amount of money. Like, 15 million is not is a good amount, but AJ's purse has been way bigger than that. And Dillian, we've been rooting for you for so long to get your shot. And if you were to do this, it'll be anti-poor Dillian from now on, yo. That's how I feel. That's how.
All right, hold on a second. Let Trill, you about to say something.
No. That was the thing too that y'all brought up. Like the 15 million, which is like 20 million, which is half of what he usually makes. You know what I'm saying? Or could be a little bit more than what he usually makes, half a little bit more to do nothing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it's a little bit more, I wouldn't be mad. If it was like 25 million, to step aside. If they offer AJ.
And you got to factor in he can fight a little tune-up and rack up some more on the back end, some extra M's. You know,
still make that 30.
The difference is the naysayers. So that's why I'm like, it has to be a substantial amount where even a hater could be like, I ain't even mad at AJ, man. That kind of makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's really about his image, you know, because like I agree with Trill. I would take the 15 million pounds. I'm like, I don't give a damn about none of y'all. And I ain't AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a little different.
Yeah. But I feel, you know, there's so much at stake right here. Like, you know, and I don't know. I'm not these fighters and I'm not in their shoes. And from the outside looking in, I would say don't step aside because, you know, you fought so hard for these opportunities and to get to this point, and you don't know what's going to happen. And if Fury fights Usyk, like if Fury wins, I do feel like, he's going to do something funny. Like, he's not going to want to, like, defend these belts. He's not gonna want to defend undisputed, so he probably like give up the belts, or he'll probably just say, "I'm the best heavyweight ever. I've got all the belts. I've got the lineal, undisputed, everything, and retire. Call it quits and go off." And then now with luck, all the belts are still up for grabs. So, you know, that's how I see it. So I'll just like don't go, Dillian, go take your opportunity against Fury and AJ. You just say on the last episode you confident in that you'd be a third heavyweight champion a third time, and I want to see you back at the top again. I mean, I want to see you back at the top again.
You want to see your back at the top again? Pause.
I need to see the
Floridian slip right there, cuz.
He said, I need you to flex your back with them belts.
I want to see your back at the top again.
I want to see you back at the top again. My bad.
Slip, dog. Oh my God.
Different, man.
Yo, dog, when the truth just comes from your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It slips out.
Man, you a different beast, man.
Yo, we gonna have to create a pause meter for Ned, yo.
Thanks, yo. Yo, you know when it tips to the top when Trill turns off his camera.
Yo, Remember when he first started doing his Trill used to try to defend him?
Yeah, right?
But now Trill can't even defend him.
There's no comment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. All right. So for me, let's take AJ first. I wouldn't look at AJ differently. I would not look at AJ differently. And here's the reason why. In the history of the sport of boxing, there have been plenty of champions, particularly in the heavyweight division, who've lost the title. But only 4 have regained the title in an immediate rematch. Muhammad Ali, Floyd Patterson, Lennox Lewis, and oh yeah, Anthony Joshua. Right? So he's already taken an immediate rematch, and he's one of 4 heavyweights who's won their title back in an immediate rematch. So the fact that there's only 4, but there have been, I don't know the amount of heavyweight champions there's been, shows you how rare that is. So imagine you're getting $20 million or 15 million pounds to do something that has been usually is what's done in the history of the sport. You lose the title, you fight someone else, you build your confidence back up, and then you go into a rematch. Deontay Wilder attempted to put his name in that category by going into an immediate rematch with Tyson Fury. And you know what? That 4th round, I don't care who you are. Let's be real. That 4th round, you were like, oh man, things just got interesting in the trilogy with Deontay Wilder. And you got to respect it. He didn't pull it off, but damn, not bad for a guy who we all agree is a one-trick pony, right? So with Anthony Joshua, if he decides to take the money, step aside, which again, these are rumors going around, but even Eddie Hearn said they're going to offer a lot of money, so we got to listen to the offers. So 15 million, if he steps aside, I'm not going to bash him because I'm like, yo, he's already one of 4 who's won the title back in the immediate rematch. I think he's earned the right to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this bread. I'm going to polish up my skills, and I'm going to see the winner. Now let's get to Dillian Whyte. Mandatory for 1,000 days. The story they was building up. It was always poor Dillian. It was always victim Dillian. Just when we thought Dillian was finally about to get some, he got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? Then he had to come back and beat Alexander Povetkin. Now he's about to fight Otto Wallin, pulls out of the fight with Otto Wallin, and now here we are between him and Tyson Fury. And it's his moment. Finally, everything you ever wanted is before you. So he takes step aside. I'm going to look at him differently. And the reason why I'm going to look at Dillian Whyte differently is for a few reasons. One, you know good and damn well if you take that step aside money and they fight one another, the winner is going to pick AJ. Mm-hmm. He is the cash cow. They are going to pick AJ over you. And I'm going to give you some reasons why. Usyk already beat him. And Usyk is like, damn, I become undisputed and I get to do a rematch with AJ. That's going to be buku money. Then AJ gets to fight for his belts back and undisputed. That's crazy money. You know what that's called? That's called trilogy money. Okay? We got trilogy here. That's trilogy type money. Usyk, you know how Trilogy said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Usyk is going to win either way. Usyk become undisputed. Rematch with AJ. If he wins, he wins. If he loses, he wins.
Thanks.
Because they're going to have to do it again. So that's just money. So that's how you know Dillian Whyte, you're going to be out of the picture. Now, let's just say hypothetically, Fury beats Usyk. He's going to be like, I done it all in the sport. What more can I do? I can't get that payday with Joshua, though. Dillian, F him. He's already said F you, Dillian. He already said, why should I fight Dillian? Let me fight somebody else to make money. So for that reason, I would look at Dillian different because the only reason you are in the discussion is because you are mandatory right now. You let them overpass you, you're basically saying you can pay for to move me out of the picture. And all it's going to cost you is £5 million. Because believe me, if you take step aside and they pay you £5 million, once they push you aside, you thought you had to wait 1,000 days before. It's over for you. and it's going to be your own fault, and no one's going to feel sorry for you this time.
Let us know how you feel in the comments section. Please like and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome.